as early as 2014. It was in 2020 that the official PMI Germany chapter was established. The merger of three existing chapters, the PMI Southern Germany, Frankfurt, and Berlin-Brandenburg. Today, the PMI Germany chapter operates across 5 regions with over 25 local groups, making it the second largest PMI chapter in the EMEA region. We are proud to have a thriving community of approximately 11,000 PMI members in Germany, including nearly 4,000 international professionals from 43 countries who are supporting our chapter, and 150 dedicated volunteers. Our chapter is committed to empower leaders through professional growth and development, facilitating learning with cutting-edge knowledge-sharing initiatives, and fostering networking opportunities across industries and disciplines. Last but not least, we are driving or attempting to drive social impact through projects and working groups at regional and local levels. And the PMI Germany chapter has placed local groups at the heart of its community, recognizing them as the driving force behind engagement, networking, and professional growth. One great example for that is the local group Darmstadt, which serves as an English-speaking community, welcoming professionals from diverse backgrounds. The group is powered by 5 dedicated volunteers from 5 different countries, reflecting its truly international spirit. The LG Darmstadt offers 2 free online events each month, providing valuable learning opportunities and networking experiences. Since its inception, these events have attracted over 2,500 participants, with more than 60 attendees joining at least 10 times, showing strong engagement and interest. In addition to virtual events, the group organizes one face-to-face roundtable each month, creating a space for deeper discussion and professional connection. To stay connected and share knowledge, LG Darmstadt also has a LinkedIn group with over 400 members. This local group is yet another testament of how PMI Germany fosters collaboration, learning, and community building at the regional level. And now it's time to focus on what we are all here for. It is an absolute pleasure to introduce our distinguished speaker for this session, Monika Strachel. Monika Strachel is a technology leader and seasonal educator with over 15 years of experience in program and project management. Monika currently serves as a principal technology program manager at Sabre, Poland. Sorry if I pronounce it wrong, where she leads cross-functional teams delivering API solutions that power the global travel industry, including airlines, travel agencies, car shares, and hospitality providers. Her role combines strategic oversight with hands-on leadership, ensuring successful delivery of complex technology programs. Beyond her corporate achievements, Monika is passionate about educating and the future of project management profession. As a lecturer of Collegium Da Vinci, a respectful private university, she prepares the next generation of project leaders by teaching agile methodologies, PMI standards, and advanced project management frameworks, all grounded in real-world application. Her commitment to mentorship is also reflected through her role in the Tech Leaders Program, where she actively supports women entering and advancing in the tech industry. Her belief is the power of mentorship, coaching, and inclusive leadership is central to her professional ethos. Monika's career is marked by diversity and adaptability, having held roles at Veolia, Franklin Templeton, and in the fashion industry experience that have broadened her perspective and enhanced her leadership approach. Please join us welcoming Monika Strachel as she shares her insights on the power of mentorship and coaching in driving career growth and how we can each foster meaningful professional relationships that unlock personal and organizational success. Monika, thank you for joining us today, and please take over the presentation.
Thank you so much, Maria. First of all, let me thank you for the invite. I'm very happy to see that many participants today on the session. Maria, you did very well with the introduction. I won't be perhaps saying too much about myself right now. Let me just share that I have a little bit of experience as a mentor. Hence, I will be letting you know my knowledge, sharing my knowledge about mentoring itself, but also about both sides, not only as a mentor, but also as a mentee. I'm actively participating since 7 years in mentoring programs. And I think that 4 years ago, that was the first time when I became a mentee as well, because I see it's very valuable for my growth and my development. So I hope to inspire you all with thinking about mentoring for yourself as well. Let me do the try for the presentation. Please confirm if you can see.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right. So as we agreed, Maria, if you could take a look on the chat while I will be presenting, that would be great. As Maria said, there will be plenty of time at the end for the Q&A session. However, if you would like to add anything to what I'm presenting, if you have any experience as a mentor, mentee, or you see something that is value to be added, I would highly encourage you to put that on the chat. Before we will start, I will just give you a quick overview on what I will cover today. So I will give you a brief introduction to mentoring and also coaching. I will do why question with you, why mentoring, why coaching, and why we see the benefit from it. Describe, yes? Oh, sorry, I thought there was a question. Sorry. So I will give you an overview on role of a mentor, mentee, and compare it to the role of coach. So what are the differences and similarities on coaching and mentoring? We'll start then with describing a couple of challenges which I observed as a mentor. For a couple of years, I'm participating in mentoring programs, and I will provide you with some of the best practices at the end, of course, Q&A session. Before we will jump to it, let me ask the group. What is your experience with the mentoring and coaching? Can you please raise your hand if you have ever been a mentor in formal program or informal program? Mentoring programs. That's okay. Okay. All right. Oh, wow. Okay, I saw a couple of hands, of course. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now, can you let me know, please, if any one of you have ever been a mentee, informal or informal way? Have you had that opportunity to have a mentor? Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. A little bit more. Perfect. All right. Is there anyone? Okay, you can. I will wait just a second. Two hands go down. And now I will ask another question. Is there anyone with the coaching experience? Anyone is a professional coach right now with the ICF certificate and experience with coaching? Okay, no one. All right. Have any one of you tried the coaching sessions with the coach? All right. Okay. Oh, okay. And yeah, perfect. I'm with you. I just started. All right. Thanks. Thanks, everyone. Okay, so I definitely have more experience with the role of a mentor and mentee. So I will focus way more this session on mentoring programs. However, I will add coaching to it to do the comparison and show you differences. I'm happy and very fortunate to start coaching sessions as well with the certified coach. So I'm after the free sessions and I see a big benefit from it as well. And it's way different than mentoring sessions. So we share it with you today. And before we'll start, I would like to give you a couple of questions that you don't need to answer right now, but try to memorize them or try to write them down and think about the answers. You can keep it for now or keep it till the end of the session or come back after the session and see if you will have the answers for those questions after our session. I think it would be very helpful in deciding if you would if you would like to have a mentoring relationship with your mentor or to build a mentoring relationship with the mentee. And starting with the mentoring, I will do the statement first, and I will walk you through the presentation to make this statement believable. So I think personally that mentoring can play a significant, important role in each person's professional career development. It offers benefits, both sides, for mentor and mentee. As Maria said in the introduction, no matter what stage in your career you are, no matter how old you are or how young you are, I think we can always benefit from the mentoring and coaching for our career, and also not only professional but also private lives. Here's why I'm speaking about the mentoring. I have a couple of years of experience, as I told you. So I started as a mentor 7 years ago. It was organized within my company. We organized the Dress for Success. This is an international big mentoring program that helps women which are unemployed to start their career. We were helping to ladies to start their career, come back after the maternity leave on the market. So I was one of the mentors in Dress for Success first, then University of Success for youngsters in Poland. So young people which are actually starting their adulthood, how to begin their career, how to prepare CV, how to be prepared for the interview. So I started with the very basics when I started to be a mentor. And then the mentoring program in PMI occurred I believe it was 5 years ago. And then that was my first experience as a mentee. It was huge growth for me to work for a couple of months with very experienced person about my role in. We were working about my growth. We were focusing about my growth, working on possibilities for me to look for other roles that the young project, well, not so young, but still project manager. Then now I think that it added a lot to my career growth. And now I can say that it speed up very much my career back then 5 years ago. That's why my perspective as a mentee is that it's a huge input to my career. Right now, I'm active mentor in mentoring program in PMI Poland chapter, and also in Tech Leaders. This is, I think, the biggest mentoring program in Poland right now, who helps young people, but not always people who are switching their careers, changing their careers, also to get involved in IT roles in IT companies. That's it. And based on my experience, I can tell you that mentoring has big influence in the career. What is it? It's basically a relationship between a more experienced person, we call it mentor, and a little bit less experienced person, so mentee. Mentoring is leveraging, helping to leverage the natural potential of a mentee based on the experience of a mentor. So it helps individuals and organizations, and I will tell you in a second how it can help your organization, the mentoring program. The basic rule is development through the guidance and support of a mentor based on the experience of a mentor. Why I'm highlighting this? Because this will be a differentiation from the coaching. So mentor is a person who use their experience, their knowledge that they are having right now to boost career or career growth for mentee. Mentoring can be used in the personal and professional spheres of life. I said the business aspect of it and the organizations. So Randstad, which is, I think, Dutch company, did a little bit of improvements on their mentoring program a couple of years ago. What happened? They did a program and a dedicated platform for their employees and match each employee to mentor within the company. It turns out that, and I think personally it's a big number, that 49% of employees were eager to stay within the company after this mentoring program. I found 2 articles about that in Forbes and case study what Randstad company have implemented a couple of years ago and how it affected their business. So retention within the company increased significantly, as you may see, thanks to the mentoring program that they applied. And one highlight from me, it was a dedicated program, and again, for each employee in a company. That's probably why the number is so high. So not only we individually can benefit, but also our companies from that program. When you hear about the mentoring, you can hear about a lot of different aspects of a mentoring. It's a little bit elements of coaching. Yes, I would agree about this. Mentoring is focused on the success and it's goal oriented. I will definitely confirm that statement. Mentoring can help to give a direction or take a direction from your mentor based on the advice mentor may have for the mentee. It's a lot of motivation within the mentoring. If we would take a look on how it differentiate from the coaching. So you remember I said with the mentoring, it's more based on the mentor knowledge. It's building a relationship between mentor-mentee. So the coaching, it's a little bit different because a coach will help you to develop your strengths, right, based on the potential you have, but coach is actually using specific techniques and tools to help boost your potential. So again, mentor is more focused on what I know, what is my experience, how I can advise you with your career during the session. And if a coach would like to maximize the performance of the person she is working on, it's typically a couple of sessions. It's a little bit short term relationship, and it's way more on the tools and knowledge about how to use the tools, the questioning line, for example, and active listening and giving the feedback rather than sharing your knowledge. I would say that would be the biggest difference. And of course, there is also benefit from both of it. So if you're building the relationship with your mentor, you can benefit from that. If you are a mentor, you can benefit from that as well. As I told you, if I'm working with my coach, I can see the benefit as well. And I will give you some of the examples of it. But for right now, for both, for mentoring and coaching. So from my personal experience, I would say that first of all, it's a personal and professional growth. So after a couple of years being a mentee as well, I think I benefit a lot. I also developed some mentorship skills thanks to the sessions that I was participating with my mentees. The challenges sometimes that mentees bring to me were quite, let's say, not easy resolvable from my end. So for me, it was a challenge as well, how to advise my mentee in his career based on my experience. So it was also a challenge for me as a mentor to support my mentee, and I was growing through that because whenever I was thinking about how I can how I can advise the mentee, I was thinking about the answers and growing by looking for the answer myself as well. Through my journey with mentoring, when I was a mentee, I had some of the big stops when I was unsure about my career goals. And I must say, with the right mentor, you can clarify your development path, professional development path. I think I can share with you that 5 years ago, my idea for my career was unclear. Let's say it was a little bit everything it was a little bit of everything, I would say. So I was working with a really experienced mentor who helped me to clarify my goals and actually make a focus in the right way. So that's the benefit for me from the mentoring. Invaluable insights and support. So I must say right now that after 3 sessions with my coach, I have quite nice insights about my potential as an employee in my company. It's a big thing from my perspective, just because I didn't catch some of the aspects of my potential before working with the mentor. So I would say with the coach, it's a lot of insights and a lot of exercises I can do with the coach, which will help me to better understand my advantages as a professional. Definitely boost of self-confidence and self-worth. And this is based on the feedback I got from my mentee. After, I think, 7 months of working in formal mentoring program, Tech Leaders, mentioned already today, I got a quite I must say, quite nice feedback about what was the best thing that she took after our sessions, and she said that of course any knowledge about where to start as a professional in IT world, how to start her career as a project manager, she said it was valuable, but the best that she took from our sessions was the boost of her confidence. So it turns out that this was a very big step for her with changing her career after maternity leave, and the thing that she needed right then was the confidence that we developed during those sessions. What else? Motivation, engagement, of course. If you have scheduled work and sessions, it actually helps you to have that structure. If you're working on your growth, mentor and coach can help you with it. And at the end, this is just a sum up from the rest of the points. That would be the career development and advice you can get from the coach or mentor. All right. So now a little bit about the roles and a little bit of responsibilities. So as a mentor, what should I be presenting with my approach to mentoring programs? So definitely, mentor is a person who has knowledge and should have experience in a field. That means whenever I'm a mentor in the program, I would like to share specific knowledge about what my career as a project manager, my knowledge about the program management, etc., etc. So, for example, me as a mentor, I'm helping only in the area I'm expert in, right? So I can work with a mentee who's eager to work as a, for example, project manager, or who would like to be leader in IT field. That's the area of my expertise and my knowledge, and I'm sharing this with my mentees. Professionalism. Yes, so your role as a mentor would be to share the best practices and your experience as a professional. Very important one is the understanding of how we can pass the knowledge, how we can share the knowledge with a person. You need to be a little bit of a teacher to have that skill in you to be an effective mentor. Again, something that will be coming up during this session in a couple of places: engagement and availability. So as a mentor, I need to be engaged in a process to make it happen, to make a success at the end. It's not only mentee that needs to be engaged, I need to be engaged as well and have this availability through the process to be there for my mentee. Very important one, I would say: provide feedback. Do not wait until the end of your journey, right? After 10 sessions, after a couple of months, and then we're giving a feedback. No. The great rule is to ask the question at the end of your session to your mentee, what you are bringing, what you are taking with you after the session. Have you learned anything? Can I do something better next time? Ask about the feedback, and from the other hand, give a feedback as well. Like if your mentee is struggling, or you see that mentee did a great work from the last session, give a feedback right away. It will help to be oriented on a goal during the course of your journey and the whole program. Guide through the process. Ideally, mentors will help mentees to start, and they will help them to go through the process. That would mean that the mentor is establishing rules at the beginning, of course, together with the mentee. Mentor is saying like, let's now start with setting up goals. It's supposed not to be chats only, once per 2 weeks, once per month. Our sessions supposed not to be only conversation about how are you doing professionally. You need to set up the goal, work towards achieving the goal. You would need to have a structure and take it from here and help to guide your mentee for all of the process. So on the other hand, if I would be mentee, what I need to consider when I'm what will be my responsibilities as a mentee. Uh, Mentee is gaining the knowledge. She needs to be open for learning, have this time secure to be involved in the mentoring program, right? The responsibility of mentee is to take the knowledge and learn, track the documentation, the process, the sessions, any notes, any preparation between the sessions. That's on mentee. Engagement. This needs to be on both sides. It's very important that mentee is person that is engaged in a process, with the dedication to learn, to grow, and to actually achieve results and achieve goals that's been set during that process. Uh, what is very crucial, mentee needs to be prepared for the session. Mentoring, it's not only 1 hour during 1 or hour and a half during our session, mentor mentee. No, it's a lot of work in between. So if we're thinking about the growth, I think it would be very hard to develop our careers if we would be spending only 1 hour per 2, 3, 4 weeks, depending how often sessions will occur. So the great thing is to have engaged mentee that is prepared for the meetings. Very important one. Mentee needs to be open for the constant feedback from the mentor. Open in a way that sometimes when hard things are discussed, mentee need to be open for the hard feedback. I would say so. Something that mentor can say, which is not exactly positive feedback. I did struggle when I was a mentee with quite, I would say, harsh feedback I got from my mentor. I remember it very, very well right now. But after the time, I can confirm that my mentor did very well with giving me hard feedback, saying that whenever I was less prepared than expected for the session, for example, that actually gave me like a great boost to make it better for the next session at next time. So openness for feedback, very crucial. A little bit about the coach, right? Because I already told you that there is a difference between coaching sessions and mentoring sessions. Of course, with coach, we can set up the clear goals, and we are focused on outcomes. We're working on a skills development, so it's more improving the performance, improving the skills that we would like to develop. Coaches are typically using the systematic approach, and as I told you, the sessions, feedback and process tracking, but in that they are more focused to use specific tools and methods for example, line of questioning to help us to grow and use our potential and personal growth. So if we will compare it in one slide, so coach are the person who would actually a little bit more emphasize the skill of development and skill development. Mentor will be person who's way more focused on a growth, personal and career growth. Typically, coaching sessions are the duration of the session is not the matter over here. However, the period of the time we're working with a coach, it's a couple of sessions. With the mentor, we're building valuable relationship, long-term relationship, as my mentors like to say. It's not only about a couple of months of working. Let's stay in touch. Let's have this. Let's keep it ongoing as a relationship. Call me whenever you would like to consult anything. So mentoring relationship is quite ongoing, where the coaching sessions are typically a couple of them in a set time frame. So coaching is also more often directive. Mentoring is about the support, the mentee, and doing the collaboration whenever we're working towards achieving the goal. All right. So let me pause here, because I told you already a lot. Perhaps we will have important questions right now before we'll skip to another chapter. Looking at the chat. Nothing?
I don't see anything in the chat.
Okay.
I do have something to add from as an observation you mentioned. And Bettina said earlier that she had an officially mentor or mentee engagement, but she didn't see any real benefit. And from what I'm learning from here is that we always have to have, and you had mentioned it before we meet here, that how important it is to have a contract and set the goals and communicate them. And it's in responsibility of the mentee to make sure that they have a strategic plan that they want to achieve with the help of the mentor. But if it's not as strategic, maybe the mentor will help them to make it more strategic, more robust, or make it, maybe it's an agile, maybe we have to be flexible and take it from there, but we have to have some kind of a contract together and stick to the goals.
You just typed to the chat. I've been
You
there.
just said my mentor did not spend time with me.
So I think I can share it with you. I had a very bad experience with one of my mentors, and I will share it right now because we're just moving towards the challenges. It happened to me that a couple of years ago, when I was officially a mentee in one of the mentoring programs, I didn't pick up my mentor. There was no possibility for that. It was a formal mentoring program. I signed up for it, and organizers were matching mentees and mentors. I didn't have anything to say in that. And I thought I'm very successful. The person who was my mentor there was very experienced IT leader, very experienced, VP level. And I said, like, wow, what a great career, a big company, over 20 years of experience. I can learn a lot from the person who has a banking and finance background. Similar to mine, I was working in IT, in banking and finance industry as well. So I thought, like, wow, I'm very successful, right? I'm very not successful. Sorry, blackout.
Lucky?
I'm very lucky, right?
Yeah.
With who I'm assigned to. It turns out that the first session went very well. The first session typically is say hi, introduce yourself. It's very informal, the first session. Let's meet and let's perhaps discuss briefly about what we're going to work on. However, this is the first meeting, so you would like to do it like more introduction of yourself, etc., etc. The first session went very well, and after that, well, basically that was end of my luck. It turns out that my mentor is not quite responsive. He was counseling like 10 minutes before meeting. Yes, it happened that it took me, I think, around 3 months to set up this session. And when I come back to him with saying like, hey, I feel like you're not quite engaged, you don't have time for mentoring. I confronted him. He said was, no, let's do the mentoring. And after me having this conversation with him, unfortunately, he didn't change his approach. So I must say I can share with you what I did. I actually sent email to organizers that I would like to resign, unfortunately, because it's a waste of I think my time. I had very supportive organizers. They found me other mentor, the person who agreed to have two mentees at the same time. And let me say that I was double lucky then because I had to, I think, 9 months with collaboration with very, very experienced mentor who helped me to develop my strategic thinking. And we set up goals very clearly for me. That was the moment when I was struggling with what path of my career I would like to take as a next step. He helped me a lot. He helped me to remove all of the items, tasks on my list to do, right? That didn't make a sense for me from now to 5 years, right? 5 years from now, right? They didn't make a sense. He said to me, like I share it with you, like why you want to do the PSM, Professional Scrum Master Certificate, Monika? Like, you don't need that in 5-10 years. You don't need that. You're already working in Scrum. You don't need the certificate. It's a waste of time, waste of money. Focus on PMP. Focus on develop other skills. And he was right, right? I mean, it was back then. It was a little bit. It would be a little bit of waste of money and time for me. I didn't need the certificate to get the knowledge, right? I already was working in a Scrum, so why to have it? I wasn't pursuing my career as a Scrum Master. I was looking to be more, moving forward with the project program management, right? So he was saying like, no, it's enough what you have, and it was actually a good advice, right? So it happens, Bettina. In a second, I will share something. I think you could have a lack of engagement as a pitfall, or just mismatch with your mentor. It could be. It could be. Uh, Similar experience. Okay. Sorry to hear that. Okay, for different reasons. Sorry to hear that. I hope that it won't stop you for looking a mentor in formal or informal ways, right? We can always find a mentor within our company, the person who we would like to build its mentoring relationship and benefit from their knowledge and their experience. Let's jump to the challenges. I did a list based on my experience and based on the my observations from the mentoring programs, also after conversations with my fellow mentors in Tech Leaders and PMI Poland's chapter mentoring program. Okay, we have 6, which I think it's not the full list, but I think that those are the most common ones, challenges, and the things that can ruin very, very well your mentoring relationship. But I also feel that it actually applies to coaching very well. Okay, so first of all, I don't have goals. Then, well, poor communication, of course, mismatch. We're depending too much on the mentor, and there is no engagement and no feedback. So first one, I personally believe that whenever we're working with the mentor or coach, we need to have a goal. It could be a short-term goal, even for a one session, but still set up a goal, right? Without that, you're not driven, you're not focused. You can speak about 10 other things that you think are important right now, and that's okay, that's fine. Sometimes you need that session to switch the topics and consult some let's say challenges in your project with your mentor. You don't know how to deal with the conflict in your team, and you would like to ask your mentor about it. But in general, your goal for the mentoring is a bit different. That's fine. Have a goal. Definitely have a goal. If you're a mentor, make sure that if not on the first session, then start this conversation and put it on the next session. Let's start thinking about your goal for the for our mentoring. The same for the coaching. My first session with my coach was question, do you know what we're going to work on? And he was eager to help me to find out, but I already were prepared for our session. And I said that, hey, I'm struggling with that. Let's start working on this. And prepared mentee will speed up the process, I would say, but it's okay and it's fine if you're a mentee and you are starting your journey. Ask your mentor to help you have this discussion with mentor to help you to set up goal for the process. For communication, right? I have actually antidote for it. I will share it in a second. But you need to speak clearly, freely, and safe with your mentor, with your mentee. You need to create safe space to have sometimes difficult conversations. In general, that will be tip in a second. Safe space for both sides. I will tell you. I will tell more on the next slide. Mismatch. I've been there. I really been there. So mismatch person who, well, it wasn't like a clear mismatch. So the person, for example, with the, let's say, marketing experience. I'm not looking for career growth in marketing, right? So if I will be a mentee in any program and I will be matched to a person who's marketing expert, that would be a mismatch. From the other hand, I can share it with you that I did actually have been mentor to a very experienced person that was doing the marketing for a big pharmaceutical company. She was a little bit older than I was, a little bit experienced with MBA, 15, 16 years of experience as a marketing professional, director with a very well knowledge. Why I was a mentor for her. She applied for Tech Leaders mentoring program when she was on maternity leave because she wanted to switch her career, and she applied to me. Applied to mentoring program, asked for me because as a person with the knowledge about IT world and the project management, I could help her with building that path of a career. You can call it reverse mentoring. So the person who's okay, perhaps a little bit younger can mentor you, but that person is an expert on other field. That's what we call reverse mentoring. It may happen. Again, mismatch when you're matched with the person who actually cannot teach you anything, cannot share any of his her experience, because it's not area of expertise you're looking for. That's the first. It can also happen that you will be mismatched with the person, with the personality that it would be, let's say, challenge for you to work with. Over dependence on the mentor. I think that's the crucial role of a mentor to pick this up during the process. If you would be, as a mentor, anytime seeing that your mentee is depending too much on you, that's actually a red flag. So you can help, you can share your knowledge, you can advise, but at the end of the day, you cannot control the career for your mentee. So it's very, very important to see those red flags whenever mentee is too dependent on a mentor. Lack of engagement, it's a problem. Both sides, we all know that both sides, I think we all understand that both sides needs to be engaged, so that it will secure the success for mentoring. Feedback, it needs to be based on the trust. You need to actually be active with asking questions, asking for the feedback, and giving feedback as well. You need to be open to receive feedback as well. Both sides, both as a mentor, as a mentee. I like to ask my mentees, like, what I can do better, what do you need, and what you would expect from me for the next session. This way, I'm better prepared as a mentor. I try to remember to give even a small feedback each session I'm working with my mentees. It's very, very crucial to make sure that your mentee is aware if she is doing right things with that career growth or goals that you're working on. Those are the 6 things that I personally think that are quite very big red flags. So let's move forward to see what can be antidote for it. I have some of the best practices and tips. When I was sharing, I think 3 months ago within my company, we had that panel and discussion about changing and a little bit redirecting the way how we are running mentoring programs internal in a company. We had that discussion and conversation, and my suggestion was actually to do one thing: contract. We all know them. Whenever we're working on a project, what we are doing when we have this first meeting with our team, we want to set up rules for our collaboration, right? Do the agreement, how we would like to work. It helps to establish expectations on both sides. I'm actually doing that each time on first session whenever I'm mentor or mentee. I'm suggesting, like, hey, how we would like to work. Do you mind if we would do the list of the rules for our collaboration? And typically it's an email and or a note, and we both are signing up at the end the contract, right? It helps actually to secure confidentiality, which is very crucial for mentoring. Here's why. Sometimes we need to discuss quite difficult situations from our professional life, or we have struggle in our personal life, and we want to be open with a mentor, and sometimes vulnerable. So it's very, very important to have that trust that, I like to say it's Las Vegas rule. What stays on our session, what will be said on our session stays here. It's between us. You need to sometimes open and discuss very, very difficult for you situations. That's why you need to have that trust. It will stay within you two on that session. As a mentor, you need to have this sense of confidentiality whenever you're sharing your experience. Sometimes those are the situations like you don't want to speak loud on the forum in front of the audience, but you would like to do that for this particular person. Very important rule. In a contract, it's very important to set up a set of responsibilities for each sides. Very important one. How you can benefit from the contract, and how can it be a solution for the challenges I share with you over here. So first of all, expectations. With the contract, we have clear expectations and list of commitments. So what is my role? What is my responsibility as a mentor? How I would like to communicate with you? Is it email? Do you prefer on WhatsApp? Sometimes we're like prefer a more direct way. So call me whenever you would like to speak. Would you like to do like way more sessions during the upcoming weeks because you need them? All of the rules you can put, I would suggest do it in advance. So that will help you to actually have that clearance on both sides, how we will cooperate with each other. And remember that those rules can be different for the different pair. We're different people. Some of us prefer to, for example, have cameras on during our sessions. Some of us don't. Some of us would like to have offline meetings, so in-person meetings with our mentors. So it would be crucial for us that every second a session will be offline. Some of us prefer to have like direct feedback, and that's supposed to be something that we're putting on our contract as well. So first thing, clarify expectations, right, and commitments for you and your mentee. Set boundaries. And again, build the trust, confidentiality rule. So Las Vegas rule. Every time I'm setting up a contract, I'm saying like, I want to trust you. Let's have this rule that whatever we're speaking about over here, it's for us. It's only for us. You can take it with you. Do wherever you would like to do when it comes to your development. However, wherever we're discussing over here, please do not pass that after our session. We can have that rule in our contract, and I think it's very, very helpful on a way, and actually protecting both mentor and mentee. And the last one, structure. I want to have the timeline. I want to have the schedule. I want to have process checkings and set up goals. So I like to work like that, and I think that it helps a lot to actually avoid all of the red flags I just mentioned whenever we're having structure. You can be flexible, that's fine, but set this up in your contract whenever you're a mentor or mentee. I think that's the method actually that helps improve process on the way. So signing up the contract. I have one more, mentoring sessions, best practices, what the ideal mentoring session would have. You need to have objectives that are clear for each session, each conversation you have. Ideally, you would have a plan for this session and next session, or you're setting up a plan today for the session you will have in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Same for the coaching. It's great to have objectives for your sessions. During the session, it's good to check in with your mentor or with your mentee, like what's going on with you, where we with achieving a goal. If there's any additional challenge you're struggling with right now as a mentee, add this to your to your session. Make a space. Make sure that there is a space for that conversation. Listening, both sides, very important. As a mentor, I need to listen about the struggles. I need to make sure that there is enough space for mentee to share whatever they are struggling with, or what they are passionate about, what direction they would like to go with their career. Active listening, and both sides, mentee needs to have that openness for hearing that feedback as well. So every session there's supposed to be also not only question asking or describing challenges by the mentee. It's supposed to be fulfilled with the directions or knowledge sharing from the mentor. Ideal session also have check-ins. Where are we with the process? You can do the schedule and for example, small task between the sessions. Check in if there is a progress, if we have any struggles with the plan we set up. Very important to see if we still have the right direction and if we're moving towards achieving the goal. And last thing, again, I already did that, said that, but I think it's very, very important to be goal-oriented when we're using the mentor knowledge and when we are working with the coach. We need to have goals that are very, very well defined and set up to make sure that that we're not moving around. We're focused on one specific goal that we would like to achieve. Uh, of course, we can use any well-known methods from the SWOT analysis, SMART, which is quite popular, 5 whys, of course. We can also do the objective key results if needed, or any other method that is suitable for the process. The most important thing is that our goals are set up and very well defined. So I put a couple of questions that can help you with if you would be eager to start your journey with mentoring. So if you would like to become a mentor, or if you would like to look for a mentor and become a mentee, or if you would like to set up a session with your coach, try to answer some of those questions. Think about them whenever you're starting your journey. I hope they will be helpful for you if you would be starting or developing in the future your role as a mentor or mentee, because I already know that some of you have that experience. Looking at the time, we still have a couple of minutes. So the final reflections and future steps. What I would like to do right now is do the call to action. And I think, Maria, you can help me here because I already know that something is coming up with the PMI Germany. So my call to action for you to be think about how you can benefit from mentoring and from coaching in each of the roles that have been described. I really feel that this is something that can help a lot when it comes to growth. So I would like to encourage each of you to think about possible ways to be engaged in formal mentoring programs. We can recommend one in Germany, also in Poland, and we'll probably do that in a second. And yeah, from the other hand, I will like to encourage you to think about informal mentoring as well. If you see the person who can share, who you admire, who you think that it has like fantastic career, and you would like to go the similar path, ask this person for a couple of mentoring sessions. That would benefit your career very, very much. I believe so. Maria, would we like to share some info about the mentoring programs available in PMI?
Yes, there's available program already. It's kick-started, but maybe someone will correct me or confirm to that because I know that Thomas is mentor himself. I used the services or the mentoring program last year. This year I skipped that part because I've been engaged in other responsibilities. It was very useful. It was very strategic, and I kept my mentoring or I kept my mentor. I still engage with them, even though past the program, it was very successful, and we have an ongoing relationship. With Thomas, I have unofficial mentoring relationship, and he's my colleague, but also my mentor. There's a lot of valuable things you can learn from a PMI fellow and person who has extensive experience in life. But Camila also wants to know, when did you know or realize you're ready to be a mentor?
If you feel that you're an expert, not like ideal expert and top guru in a subject matter. I would assume if you have like a little bit of experience in project management, right? Let's say you started your career 5 years ago, you did the studies, you have some knowledge certificates, for example, in, let's say, automotive industry. If you would be matched with the youngster who is starting career, I think you would be suitable mentor. So whenever we have experience and we did that journey ourselves, I feel that we are ready to start being a mentor. I would say for coaching, it's a different way because with coaching, you're not showing your experience, you're using your knowledge about the methods and tools, line of questioning to help the person you are working with, right? So with the coach, I would say it's a little bit different. You can do the international certificate, ICC for ICF, I think ICF, with the International Coaching Federation to be actually a well-prepared person to run coaching sessions. With mentoring, it's a little bit different. You can actually be a mentor for any person that would benefit from your knowledge and your experience. And again, you can be a mentee or mentor no matter how old or young are you. It's more about how you can help the person with
Yeah.
your expertise, with your current expertise. So with German chapter, we already know that mentoring program is running. I'm active volunteer in Poland chapter, and our mentoring program will start right away in 2 weeks. If there is anyone who's English speaking person and would like to work with a thank you, Camila, with a mentee or mentor in English, I just put a link to our mentoring program website is in English. I would highly encourage you to participate, perhaps as a mentor. That would be nice. Maria, if we can share also perhaps the link to mentoring program you're having in German chapter, that would be great as well on the chat. And just quickly before we'll jump to
Yes.
the call, let me for the bookworms, let me give you a tips. Personally, I think that the Mr. David Clutterbuck is the guru and top advocate for mentoring and coaching. So if anyone of you would be interested in gaining a little bit more professional knowledge of this, I would highly recommend Coaching and Mentoring by David Terbeck. In addition to that, there is Mentoring One-on-One by well-known writer John C. Maxwell. So for anyone of you who would like to read a little bit more than I shared today, those are the books and my recommendations. Yeah, and with that, okay, Q&A session, we can start.
Actually, we are tight on time. The last 10 minutes, I wanted to use them for introducing the next events and to go through the survey so we can run the event, but also get the ideas of our attendees for any next session that they want us to organize for that. But I would like to see if anyone has answer or has anyone has a question. Andrea wants to know, joining PMI chapter to be a mentor, how much effort should I plan as mentor mentee? Maybe someone, maybe Thomas or you yourself for the Polish one, yes?
Well, yes, I have Montes where I meet twice a month, every 2 weeks. And then, the effort is about, as a mentor, this call and maybe some things in between. The point is that I have this mentorship relationship. I think about the other person, and if something comes around which could be of interest to him or her, I'll just share it through WhatsApp and so on. And so we also have a WhatsApp chat every time. And so it's not so much effort, but it's really enriching because you learn a lot from the other person's life where you are a little bit exposed to.
Uh, I can share from my experience that formal mentoring programs typically are set up for a couple of months, 5, 6, 7 months. Those are the formal ones. In PMI Poland chapter, we even contracted mentors to have from at minimum, I think, 7 to 12 hours during the official mentoring program, right? So at minimum 7, at maximum 12, but it was the mentor-mentee decision if we would like to, how much is actually needed. And I must say that I still have a relationship with my mentors after 2-3 years. So we're still in touch. I'm in touch with my mentees as well.
That's the best part, maintaining and engaging the
Thank you.
relationship for a long time.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I'll still keep an eye on the chat if anyone has question, but I would like to go back to the slide where you can scan the QR code we have for reaching the Mentimeter. And here it is. Though you can navigate the same destination through the link that I have provided on the chat, and the code is also written there. And right after this, I'll go through. Let's do the voting. I don't see results. Oh, there they are. Not 13 people. Monica, you impressed them. They're all fives. It was really, really good session. No matter how experienced you feel you are, it's always useful to get some another input from person who has done it, lessons learned that have learned throughout their career. This was really valuable and perfect timing with our mentor-mentee program. I really admire your time. I know that you're busy, and thank you very much for pushing through and making sure that you're coming in all that their vacation times and holidays for children, but you made it happen for us to speak and share the knowledge with us.
Yeah, pleasure is on my side. I can see the high grades. I'm very happy if you can if you will take any valuable knowledge after the session. So I'm always happy when participants are satisfied. Plus, organizers are satisfied as well. So thank you so much.
So what I'm going to do after this presentation, the latest tomorrow evening, I'm going to share the link from the recording, the two books that Monica shared with you, the link where you can reach out to her, and any other useful information about the mentoring program, seen the PMI Germany chapter, but also the Polish chapter. So anyone of you who are attending and those who registered will be able to revisit all the information that have been shared here, including the books and Monica's LinkedIn, where you can reach out to her. Let's go to the next slide and see how you can rate the work we're doing in local group Darmstadt. Oh no, this. Oh, perfect. Okay, I see the feedback. Awesome. I thought my internet's freeze again. Perfect. We will always, if there's anything, any pointers, any points, any spots, any way we are working that you think can be improved, please feel free to reach out to us and give us feedback, recommendation through email. It doesn't have to be right now, because the limitation of the survey or the way how it's structured perhaps doesn't allow you to be as free and flexible. That's why we encourage you to share your opinion about the way we are working, to give us feedback to improve the way. And then we also very interested to know if you can add, if we can create topics for you so you can we can support you in professional career development, effective prompt engineering and ethical consideration into organization, historical architecture projects. The information was very helpful as a starting point to consider that this as a career path. Thank you for this. Our pleasure. This was the entire goal. But if you have any specific topic that you would like us to organize for you, any specific interests, please feel free to share your opinion. And we will revisit this. We'll share the results with you at the end of the session. And now I'm going to go back to what are the upcoming events that we have prepared for you. We're going to have the roundtable on the 26th of May. The roundtable happens. That's it's not Artura's quiescence that was not removed, but the roundtable happens in Darmstadt. It's a face-to-face meeting that we have on the 26th of May. On the 28th, we're going to have AI and human-centered leadership in project management, where Hrishikesh is going to share his knowledge about how we can leverage AI when it comes to project management. And we had recently another session with AI that you can couple together and you can have empowered knowledge about AI. And on the at the 18th of June, we're going to have Unprepared for Change, Regaining Control After Sudden Disruption with Gregor Zalaiko. Perhaps I'm not pronouncing it
I can
correctly.
help you with this one. It's very hard in Polish, and this is my friend, very, very experienced educator on project program management. His name is Grzegorz. The name is hard.
Grzegorz.
last
Grzegorz.
last name Szałajko.
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 Grzegorz
I know
Szałajko.
it's hard one, and he's not helping with name and surname, but I highly recommend session with Grzegorz. I actually don't know the other presenters, but I know Grzegorz very well. Very experienced, very with a lot of knowledge. So on change management as well, not only project management. So
Maria,
Yes.
can you please go out of sharing and share again, because somebody cannot see the sharing? Maybe you
Yes.
retry, reboot. Does it work
Can
now?
you see now?
Yes, there is a thumbs up. Okay, please
Perfect.
continue. Please continue.
Okay.
Sorry, Monika,
And
for interrupting.
that's noted because Unprepared for Change, it's all about change and digital transformation. And we have to be more engaged and learn about how to navigate change, regaining control when something is disrupted. So I add on top of what you're saying, Monica, that this session must be visited with Grzegorz. Thank you for that. And to go back to where I was previously joining our mission, we invite everyone who is eager to help our mission in supporting the profession and organizing roundtable in Darmstadt. If you are in the area of Darmstadt, we are more than welcome to have you in our team, to join us in our efforts to support the profession and create more roundtable in-person meetings with us. Please email us if you want to have to reach out to us for any topic. And last but not least is the PDU code. Please have a screenshot or take a photo with your phone so you don't miss it. But anyways, I'll share it actually on the email, the latest tomorrow, with all the information that was shared on this session today. Thank you, Bettina, also for joining and for sharing your experience